Veggie Rubens in the house on a protective diet. Check those out. Seriously, it just keeps getting better every week, week after week, with recipe after recipe to go along with a protective diet. We have our instant tomato soup, we have our Veggie Rubens, we have our Healthy Valley Ranch for our finger salads, and don't forget about the protective Russian dressing. That is what makes the Veggie Ben the Veggie Ben. Yes, and serve extra on the side because it's protective. Protective diet, Veggie Rubens are in the house. On a protective diet, we're layering up our Bread Maker Rye Bread, our protective Russian dressing, because that's what makes a Reuben a Reuben. Or is it the sauerkraut, the Ruby Raw Kraut? And then we have a couple options over here. I'll show you. We can layer them up and veg them up some more. So I started with the Russian dressing. Then I added the Ruby Raw Kraut. And if you want to get all fancy on it and you have probiotic pickled onions right there, why not add those too? Then I've got the Melt Bake Cheese on the ready. And that's on next. Oh, and if you want to get all protective on us, not that that's not protective enough, you could add some sprouts on top of this. I'm going to put it on top of this one. Jerry and I will have a taste test to see if we like our Veggie Reuben sprouted up. I bet we will. Then we pour on that cheese sauce. And you could, after you bake this down to melt the melt and bake cheese, you could smash them together or eat them open face. And as you can see, one batch of my melt and bake cheese covered 6 slices of the rye bread. So you can smash them together and make 3 sandwiches, or I could serve 6. These are going into the oven to melt that cheese. My Veggie Reubens are out of the oven, and keep an eye on them. I threw them under broil just to get a little browning on top of the melt and bake cheese, and look at my edges. I almost blew it. So if you leave them in there for the suggested bake time and temperature, you won't have that challenge. But I'm going to show you what I'm serving them up with and also how to cut them. So sandwich appeal has a lot to do with how we cut the sandwich. So you can put them together like that if you want to. Then you're going to get that nice gooey cheese sandwich. And here's another one here. That one's for Jerry.
Looks pretty good to me.
And then I'm serving them up with Protective Diet's instant tomato soup, and I got these little mini baking dishes, and I'm loving them because I can keep my soup super hot. You know how much I like hot soup. And that soup is so quick to whip up, just like the instant Wisconsin cheese soup. And these are finger salads. We've got all our veggies in there to make it fun to eat salad, especially for kids. And then HVR, Healthy Valley Ranch on the side to dip our finger salads in. Now, this is a lunch or a dinner feast to remember on a protective diet. We now have the Veggie Ben. Take care.
Veggie Ruben.
Yes, the Veggie Reuben. I like calling it a Veggie Ben. It's kind of cute because there's no meatiness in this sandwich. We just don't need it on a protective diet. The sandwiches that I remember from the deli were all about that sauce and the cheese and the sauerkraut and the awesome bread. Not so much the meat for me. At least not anymore. After years on a plant-based diet, I'm not missing the meaty part, but I definitely need the good sauce and the delicious whole grain rye bread.
Me too.
And I want to show you these. These are a test I've been working on. These are PD pretzels, so I'm serving those along the side. Take care, everyone.
And best of health.